Hi Cliff fans, and welcome once again to another one of my Cliff rated polls. And today it's going to be B-sides. B-sides, the singles has released over the years. These are my personal top 10 favourite B-sides. I will say I didn't include singles that were double A sides, like Traveling Light and Dynamite was a double A side. I'm Looking Out the Window, Do You Want to Dance was a double A side. Bachelor Boy, The Next Time was a double A side. So a couple of other ones. Fall in Love with You, Willie and Handjive, that was a double A side. So none of them are going to be included because they're all A sides. So I'm just going to be strictly to B sides. So I'll just start top 10. So here's top 10. Number 10 I have, and I have to pronounce it properly, Mobile, Alabama School Leaving Hullabaloo. And I'm nearly singing it in my head just to get the words right. And that was the B side to Cliff's 50th anniversary single, Thank You for a Lifetime. And it wasn't really a B side because it was on the CD. I don't think there was a physical actual 7-inch single, but so there wasn't a B side. It was like a bonus track on the CD and CD single, and it was an old gem from the Greenlight sessions back in 1978. So Cliff actually recorded this back in 1978, but it was just like one of them hidden gems, and first time I heard it I thought it was absolutely fantastic. So number 9 was on the B side of the 12-inch single of Silhouettes, and it's a song called All the Time You Need. And I think Cliff actually co-wrote this song as well, so it makes it a little bit extra special as well. But it's just a beautiful song, and if you haven't heard it, go and check it out because it's absolutely fab. Number 8 is Cliff's. This is one of them B-sides which I reckon, just my opinion, that I think was better than the A-side. And this was the B-side to Living in Harmony, which I was never a big fan of that song. I probably liked it a lot when I was younger, but as I got older I've kind of gone off the song a bit, but I still enjoy hearing it every now and again. But the B-side to this record was a Don McLean cover of one of his songs called Empty Chairs, and I absolutely love this song. It's a beautiful acoustic arrangement of just a song from probably one of the greatest songwriters of all time, in my opinion, Don McLean. So Empty Chairs, Cliff does an absolutely fantastic job of it. So number 7 I have, it was the B-side on another 12-inch single. This time the 12-inch single of Remember Me. And Remember Me, the B-side I think was Another Christmas Day, which was written by Cliff, which was a nice Christmas song. But on the 12-inch, and it's the one that I have at number 7, does another song, and it was called Brave New World, and I absolutely love that song. It's a song written by Alan Tarney, so you know it's going to be fab anyway. But just a great record, and it's just a great song, and I think it was available. I think it was actually thrown onto the remastered version of Always Guaranteed, so maybe you have it in your collection. So, Brave New World, great song. Number 6, going right back to the 50s, and I'm not going to say this was better than the A side because the A side did so much for Cliff's career, and the A side, of course, was Cliff's first number 1, Living Doll, which was a breakthrough record for him. Like after moving, like getting to number 2, like to have his first number 1 was absolutely fab, and it's like sent his career rocketing. But I love the B side of this record as well, and it's another one of them covers of an old rock and roll song, and it's called Apron Strings. And I've listened to a good few versions of this on YouTube with different people singing it, but all Cliff's is just blows them all away. Cliff is just the definitive version of this song, in my opinion. So Apron Strings is number 6. Number 5, I have a song which is another rock and roll classic, which is like I probably this by now that I'm just big into my rock and roll, and I really love British rock and roll as well. People like Cliff and Billy Fury and Johnny Kidd and all them sort of things. And this was a song originally by Johnny Kidd, and it's called "Shaking All Over." And Cliff done a live version of it in 1981, and it was featured on the B side of Daddy's Home, and which was also from the same live show. So "Shaking All Over" is a number 5. Number 4 is a beautiful song co-written by Cliff again, and it was from the mid 70s. It was on the B side of "Hey Mr. Dreammaker," and it's a song called "No One Waits," and I just love this song. And if you get a chance, check it out on YouTube, because there's some good, nice little live versions of Cliff with the backing singers, which obviously include the fantastic Tony Rivers, who arranged this song and arranged the harmonies, and it's just fantastic to watch. And just see Cliff just up there with an acoustic guitar, two backing singers, and just giving it all. And this is the perfect song to show off all his talents as a musician as well as a singer. And so "No One Waits" is number 4. Number 3 is a song I mentioned before. The first gig I ever seen Cliff, the first time I ever seen Cliff in concert was 1988. It was September 27th, 1988 in Dublin, and he sang that night. He sang for the first time. It was September, and he sang "Mistletoe and Wine," which he done similarly last year. 30 years later, he sang it in September as well in Dublin. So that was fantastic. But in that concert as well, he done another song which I absolutely loved the minute I heard it as a 12-year-old sitting in the front row, 1988, and it was a song called "Marmaduke," and fantastic record. And years later, I discovered that it was actually written by Alan Tarney, which was a shock, because I don't think it sounds like anything that Alan Tarney written since. So it's probably one of the first songs he actually wrote. And the first version I heard of this song, well, it was Cliff's, but the first version that was released of this song was by Hank Marvin and Welch and Farrer, Marvin, Welch and Farrer, and their version is just fantastic as well. And I think John Farrar sings lead vocals, and it's just a lovely acoustic guitar in the background. But Cliff's version is a lot more rockier. It's a full production. It's a full rock version of Marmaduke, and it was great to hear it live. I'd love to see him do it live again. We have so many hits to fit into a concert, so I doubt whether we probably will, but you never know. So Marmaduke, number 3. Number 2, I don't think a lot of people will have this in their top 10 or top 20 or whatever, but I have it at number 2 because I absolutely love the lyrics of this song. It's a song written by Cliff again, and it was from 1969, and it was on the B side of another great record which I mentioned before, "Throw Down a Line." And it's a song called "Reflections," and I just love the lyrics of that. I'm not going to get into the lyrics of it, just listen to the song and you'll know exactly what I mean. But what a fantastic record. And yeah, so "Reflections" is number 2. I'm not going to say too much about it. I just want everybody to go and listen to that if you haven't heard it, because it's just an absolutely fantastic song. Number 1 for me, and only me, just my opinion, but number 1, as I consider Cliff's best B-side ever, and I think this should have been an A-side. I love the A-side as well. The A-side was "On the Beach" in 1964, which came from "Wonderful Life," and this song also comes from "Wonderful Life," and it's called "A Matter of Moments," and it was written by Bruce Welch, and I think it's probably one of the most beautiful songs Cliff has ever recorded. He did it on the Here and Now concert, which was a great surprise as well, because I don't think he sang it in years. So that's my top 10. I'll just run through them again. 10 is Mobile, Alabama School Leaving Hullabaloo. 9 is All the Time You Need. 8 is Empty Chairs. 7 is Brave New World. 6 is Apron Strings. 5 is Shaking All Over. 4, No One Waits. 3, Marmaduke. 2, Reflections. And number 1 for me is A Matter of Moments. Now, I hope you found this interesting. I know some people don't even care, like, oh, who's he, like, giving his opinion again, like, who cares? But some people enjoy it, so I'm going to keep on doing them. And all I have to say to people that mock is just listen to the lyrics of Cliff's song Rise Up. Just listen to the lyrics of that and just get on with your own life, and that's it. But anyway, thanks again for your support on the page, and have a great day.